Welcome to another episode of MemCP again. This time I am showing you how easy it is to implement microservices on top of MemCP. What I have here is a code example that you can also find in the Git repository. You can start with MemCP and then say apps keyvalue.scm. And it will run the key value store app, and you can designate a data folder where the data will be stored. MemCP will store it all in memory, but it will also persist the data on the disk. So how does the microservice work? We have import the SQL parser and so on. And we also we have some initialization code, so it creates the key value database. If it does not exist, it creates a table KV with key and value as columns if it does not exist, and it prepares to prepare the SQL statements. So these SQL statements are compiled directly into code and are just called like a function. So we have the function item get and item set. And then we have a minimal HTTP handler that is hosted on port 1266. And it basically takes the path of the query, so the part after slash, after your hostname, as the key. And then if the method is get, it will call the getter, so eval item get. And if it is a post or a put request, we will just eval item set and set the value. So how does it work? We have Apache benchmark here, and we also, so we can curl data hello world to my message, and it will just return okay, so it has stored the value. And then we can curl HTTP localhost 1266 my message. We can curl my message, and it will return hello world. And if I want to test the performance, I say AB concurrency 16 concurrent requests. But you will see AB, so Apache benchmark, is fully loaded with one CPU core and a number 100,000. And remove the curl, and then it will benchmark the whole thing. So we have a total of 23,000 requests per second with under a millisecond always, and under a tenth of a millisecond with one request. So if I set concurrency level to 1, we will get a tenth of a millisecond per request, but only 7,000 requests. If I have a concurrency level of 2, it will go through very fast. And it will get 14,000, and then if I go to concurrency level 3, it will even be faster, so with 19,000. But as soon as I rise the concurrency level of Apache benchmark, it's very fast, 21,000. So it hits its wall. And if I watch in htop, I see there's a nearly 100% CPU load on, so let's try 12 concurrency. I see 100% CPU load on Apache benchmark and only a 10% or 10 or 20% load on each CPU core of MemCP, but it is able to utilize all cores. So that's how you do microservices in MemCP. You will find the code on GitHub, and the benchmark is also described on memcp.org. I will put the links into the description.